we go this way. We don't need no moderator. Fuck these folk. Hi guys, we're back. Here I go. I heard you was looking for me. We need to play that as our entrance.
Here I go. I heard you was looking for me.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. We need to do that for our entrance. All right, y'all. So for those of you all who are new to our channel, we are the Sammy Nicole and Fifi Show here on YouTube, and we are a dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And on our channel, we talk about all things love, life, relationships, and also a little bit of pop culture from both the Generation X perspective, which is Fifi, my beautiful mother, and the millennial perspective, which is me, Sammy Nicole. All right. So, what are we going to be talking about tonight?
Well, I'm always talking about my man.
Happy holidays, by the way.
Happy holidays. So, when I'm talking about my man, I'm always saying that my man is an alpha male. I'm just always saying I want an alpha male. So Samantha was like, "Mom, do you even know what an alpha male is? What is an alpha male?" I said, my man. An alpha male is a male that lets his woman rest in her femininity.
That's what you believe it to
That's
be.
what I believe it to be. He's masculine. He's a leader. He's a provider. He's a protector. He wants his woman to be safe and comfortable, meaning that he doesn't want his woman to be in her masculine state. He does the masculine part. So I'm able to cater to him. I'm able to be, a little sex kitten, all of that. Because my man is an alpha male and he has it, right? So what do you think an alpha male is?
Well, sex kitten. I don't really know what any of this stuff is. I mean, I feel like ever since the gentleman who passed away, who will remain nameless, I feel like him, among other men, really like turned this whole alpha male, high value male into like just this big buzzword on social media within these last 3 to 4 years. So I just feel like I've been hearing it so much on social media. A lot of people on relationship panels have been using this terminology and talking about it. And so I wasn't really quite well versed on it. So I did some research and I found an article by BrandonGalil.com. And it's basically like a blog where they discuss small businesses, marketing advice, but they touch on psychology topics as well. And so this article, it talks about the 6 male personalities: alpha versus beta versus gamma versus omega versus delta versus sigma. So the first one is the alpha male archetype. And so basically the characteristic traits of the alpha male read as follow. 1, he is confident. 2, he is outgoing. 3, he is a leader. 4, he is charismatic. And those are some of the top traits of an alpha male according to this article. Obviously, I think with the whole alpha male or beta male or sigma male or gamma male, whatever, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the woman and what works best for her. I don't know. But there are also some other types that they talk about too that I wanted to share. So they also talk about the beta male. And a lot of times people would think of like a beta male as being like soft or weak or not assertive or a punk or something. So according to this article, it says that a beta male, he is friendly, he is reserved, he is submissive. And by submissive, they mean that he tries to avoid stepping on someone's toes. And he he doesn't try to get into conflicts with people intentionally, and also that he is loyal. The
Mm,
third archetype or personality trait is the gamma male, and they say that he is adventurous, he is eager, he is aware, he is empathetic.
mm,
The fourth one is the omega male, and that one is he is self assured, he is driven, he is intelligent, he has diverse interests. The fifth one is the delta male, he is resigned, um, he is resentful, he is self sabotaging, he is lonely. And then the sixth one is the sigma male. He is cunning, he is self confident, he is likable, he is calculated, and that's the top four characteristics for each personality type. I mean, when I just read through these, I feel like I've dated men who have had all of these
yeah, I
different
have too.
personalities traits. So I'm like, is it are we really like caught up on this whole alpha thing because we just think, oh, he's an alpha, so he's gonna be a protector and a provider? Can it's because it sounds like a sigma male could be a protector or provider too. A beta male could be potentially. So I guess what I'm saying all this to say, like, do we really understand what these terms mean?
Uh,
Or are we
um,
just listening to them? It's like the word narcissist. Like most people, if you ask them what is a narcissist, they wouldn't. I mean, most people they don't have that psychological background, so they wouldn't be able to appropriately diagnose someone as being a narcissist. But because that's such a buzzword on social media, that's what everybody says now. Oh, I left so and so because he was a narcissist. He was this. He was that. You know what I mean? Mm.
I think the reason why I think I attract alpha males because I'm so feminine. I rest in my femininity.
You're feminine.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think that's why I attract alpha males. And the man that I'm dating now, he's a strong alpha male. I mean, it's like, you know, and I'm attracted to that. Now, have I dated other types of males? Yes. All of the ones that you just talked about. But I prefer an alpha male. And now, are all of the alpha males providers and protectors? I don't know.
So would they still be considered an alpha male then?
I mean, is is that the main characteristic a provider,
Is it? I
or
don't
is
know.
it or could an alpha male still allow the female to rest in her femininity if
The
he's
woman,
the
not the female.
woman, even if he doesn't provide for her? But in order for the alpha male to get from the what he wants from the woman, he has to let her rest in her femininity. Because if she is in the masculine role, then that means that she's taking on part of his role, and she's not going to be able to cater to him, because that is something that an alpha male likes. He likes for his woman to cater to him.
Okay. I mean, I would challenge that. There are some women who are very masculine and they still cater to their man. They let their man know, hey, I will take care of you and I'll be that provider and still, hey baby, you want something to eat? You want this to eat? You want me to get this for you? And they still very masculine.
So
So
they're stressing themselves out. They're overwhelming themselves because they're resting in
always
they're resting in masculinity and femininity. So
well, they're
they're
not resting in either or. They're just switching between the two. And I feel like, and sometimes in life, we all have both masculine and feminine energy. That's what I wish we would understand. You know, like everybody has masculine and feminine energy, and there are certain times in your life where you may have to tap into one more than the other. So I personally will prefer to be with somebody who is balanced in their feminine and masculine. I'm not really caught up in somebody being super, super masculine because I want somebody, you want somebody that can connect with you emotionally too, you know? You want somebody to be a leader and be a protector and be a provider, but you also want them to be able to express themselves emotionally, especially
Well,
if you're feeling some type of way. You know, you may be going through something emotional. You want them to be able to empathize and connect with you, and not be like, "Ooh, why you crying?" Like, you know.
um, yeah, I agree. But some men are emotionally and masculine.
Emotional and masculine.
Yeah, some men can show their emotions and still be.
Yeah, it's a healthy balance. They have a healthy balance between
Mm-hmm.
their feminine and their masculine. So they have feminine and masculine traits. That's natural as human
Mm-hmm.
beings to have feminine and masculine traits.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
you want
can
it to
be
be balanced
emotional.
and you want it to be healthy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. After I was reading through these personality traits, like I said, I think I've dated men who have had
So what do you prefer?
all these traits. I mean,
Because my man is alpha.
if I could just take traits from each one except the Omega man, I think that would be like the perfect man. I mean,
But is
yeah, I
that
want somebody a
realistic?
leader.
Is that realistic though?
Yeah, I want somebody who's like more on the who's loyal. That's a part of being a beta male. I want somebody that's charismatic. That's a part of being an alpha. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking
Charming.
now. Yeah. I want someone that is
I want all
aware,
of that. I want my man to have all of that.
who is adventurous. That's a gamma male. So
My
I
man, my
mean,
man, my man.
why not roll them all up into one? I wish we could do a build a man. That should
Like
be
a
our
Build-A-Bear.
next topic. Yeah. Build a man.
Build a man just like a
Build a
Build-A-Bear.
bear.
We go to a workshop and we just pick the parts
Pick the parts we want and
and
build
build
his
our
ass.
man and build us a man. Oh, that would be like the ultimate perfect thing, right? But we don't live in a perfect world, so
All would be right in the world if we could do that.
so we just have to take all of the flaws, some of the flaws,
Because we have flaws too.
because we have flaws.
As
too.
women, we have flaws too. It's not just the man. And we want men to accept us with our flaws, right?
Right.
Stretch marks, fupas, bullet
All of
wounds, all of that.
And we accept their bellies
They
and their
belly.
bald heads when they get older.
Yep. And the other things that slow down. So. So yeah. I mean, I'm still not tripping off of these male personalities with this whole alpha, beta, sigma. I mean, I don't know.
I want an alpha male. And I'm sticking to it.
Okay. You have a really strong personality.
For an alpha male?
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you have a strong personality. Like,
so what
do you think that would work out for you being with an alpha male in the long term? Like, can a man not be a leader and assertive and a provider and protector? Does he have to be alpha to be those things? Like, it has to be that way?
From what I've seen.
Okay.
From what I experienced.
I'm just asking questions because sometimes I'll hear people.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me finish my thought first. Okay. Sometimes I'll hear people say on social media like an alpha man and an alpha woman don't go together because you can't. So you think I'm an
alpha woman? I don't think I'm an alpha woman. I think that I know how to say, okay, babe, yes, absolutely, okay. Yes, baby, what do you want? Is there anything I can do for you? Yes, sweetheart. Absolutely, my king.
Oh, girl, stop. All right, you playing. Stop playing in these people's faces.
Okay, so do you think an alpha male will have his woman go 50-50?
No, I don't think any man that wants a woman to... Yeah, I don't think so. But then that goes back to the whole 50-50 conversation. And you know how I feel about it in our last video. Our last few videos. I feel like you got to find the matching lid to your pot. You know?
I don't think an alpha male will do 50-50.
Probably not. But I think also with an alpha male, you know, if he tell you, hey, I need you to be home at a certain time, or I need you to do this, excuse me, he paying all them bills, he gonna probably expect you to do
or
it.
I don't want you to wear this.
Yeah, I don't want you to wear this. I don't want you to go there. He may feel like more confident in telling you that because he is paying the bills.
Yeah.
Is that something you would be okay with?
Yeah. Sure.
And you're sure about that? You will comply. You will not talk back. If he tell your ass to do something, you will not talk back.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Oh, the patriarchy of it all. Will you be willing to submit to the patriarchy of it all?
That's a good question. But you know, I'm learning. I'm getting better. I'm like, okay, sure, honey, whatever.
Now, when you do that, is it because you genuinely mean it, or are you doing it so that you can get what you want out of it at the end of the day? You playing the game.
Right. It's a game. I'm doing it.
So
that's what he wants to hear. That's what he wants. And I know at the end of the day, I'll get what I want. It's a game, y'all.
So it's basically like how, like, when a man courts you, when he's taking you out, whining and dining you, telling you all those sweet things, how he want to give you the world. He want to wine and dine. He going to have your ring bling, and you going to have that bling bling on your finger. He telling you that so he can get what he wants.
Right. The more I say, yes, honey, yes, dear, is you can have whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. That's what my man say, whatever your heart desires.
Wow. Okay, well, there you have it, folks. So we're saying that if you do have an alpha man, which is, you know, what you prefer, that's a male personality
alpha males like for
that
you to stroke their ego.
Prefer. You have to comply, and that's what you're doing, and you're okay with that.
And I'm okay with that as long at the end, as long as I get what I want. Mm-hmm. Right? And all you have to do is comply and cater, and fulfill needs.
Okay.
I mean, and you just get whatever you want, dear.
So let me ask you this: we talking about complying and doing what the alpha male says. So you're okay with submission? What does submission mean to you?
Submission means to me
as a Gen Xer.
As a Gen Xer, it means that whatever a man asks of you, you do it. You comply.
Even if you don't want to do it?
Even if you don't want to do it. Oof. But then you think, what am I going to get out of it, though? By doing this. So it's a pro and con with everything else, right? You weigh your options. Mm-hmm. Do I really want to do this? If I do this, what I'm going to get out of it? Right?
Okay.
If you ain't getting nothing out of it, then why do it? Is it going to make me happy? What are the benefits behind it? Because I ain't doing nothing for love no more. Love ain't got nothing to do with this.
And why is that, Fifi?
So let me just, I know some people gonna say, well, you do it because you love the person.
Why is
love ain't got nothing to do with?
Oh, wow.
That love stuff is out the door for me now. Now, you know, for anybody who want to be in love, you know, at this point in stage, it's about having, for me, it's about having companionship and having someone I can live the rest of my life out with. Now, if I fall in love with him and he falls in love with me, then that's fine. But if liking him is enough, that means I can live with him and tolerate him. I can tolerate
stomach him
if I like him. Now, if love happens or it occurs in the process of me liking him, that's fine. But the I love him. I love that bitch.
That ship has sailed for you.
That ship has long sailed for me. It's gone. The ship has gone away.
So do you think
to be honest with you, I think a lot of people who get married and go in relationships, they don't genuinely love each other. They may like each other and learn to love each other later. But from life experience and looking back at my relationships, did I really love, or was it I love what they gave me or what I can get from them? But did I really love them?
Mm-hmm. You think they really loved you?
I don't know. I don't know. I never wanted for anything, not materialistically. But to say some love, I think just looking from, from my past relationships, I really evaluated the feeling of love and what it meant and how it played in my relationships. And love, it's more than a feeling, it's an action. And you choose to love someone. You choose to love through and through.
Wow.
Your relationships. You choose to do that.
You
to
know,
love that person.
I always said I wanted to grow in love. I never wanted to fall into anything.
Right.
I wanted to grow. I wanted to take my time.
I thought that you had to fall in love. And that's why I say a lot of people, this relationship, I like the person, but love, can I tolerate them? Yeah, of course I can. Are there any pros and cons, any deal breakers? No. But I like them. But I'm not going into it saying, oh, I marry him because I love him. I just love that man. Or do you like what that man has to offer you or give you? Do you like
his
him?
sex? I like the way he looks.
Like the way status. He made, like his status, like the way he makes you feel, like the way he can help you level up, but to genuinely say that you love somebody, that you're, your companion. I don't know. When you're young, I think when you're young, you're more infatuated.
For sure.
When you're young. So when I was younger, I was more infatuated by the person, and now that I'm older, if I get to the point where I like you, then that's good enough for me. Then I can tolerate you. But it's going to take, a strong person to say that, oh, I'm just so in love with him. I just love him. Not at this point in my life.
It's what it is.
So I think that we have to really look at that word called love, because I think we use it so loosely, and we choose to love just like we choose to respect and honor, our marriage vows. We choose to. You have to make a conscious decision to say, I'm gonna love this person no matter what, through better or worse. And I think that we just don't take that serious, because we don't understand what love is. A lot of people don't. It's easy to say I love you, but do you love me when this, or do you love me when that?
I don't really think you really know how much a person loves you until you go through something together.
Right.
Until you test the spirit.
And then you can make a conscious decision to choose to still love that person. I loved you when things were good. Now I have to make the choice to still love you
when it's an inconvenience.
When it's an inconvenience for me and I'm uncomfortable. That's why I say we choose to love. You choose to love. You choose to love through the good times, and you choose to love through the bad times. So you have to make a conscious decision. I'm uncomfortable with love now. I'm uncomfortable loving this person. So do I want to continue to be uncomfortable in love, or do I want to buy out? So then the question comes up, did I really love this person when this person needed me the most to love them?
Mm.
So
When it wasn't convenient, when it wasn't easy,
when it was
wasn't pretty.
uncomfortable, when it wasn't pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think that, as now that I'm the big age that I am, I just look at love different, I look at love different. So, and I think that I'm not going to say the longer that you with someone, you grow into love, because you can be with someone for 15, 20 years and still not love them. Mm-hmm. And still not be able to.
Sometimes it's about just being comfortable.
Right. Just being comfortable and being there.
We helping each other.
Yeah, we helping each other. Right. And what this person, I've been with this person for so long, they have provided such a substantial lifestyle for me and provided for me. So I don't love them, but I'm comfortable. Right. So when we look at love, there's all kind of different dynamics of it and different facets of it that we have to look at before we say we actually love somebody. Because love can come in different phases at different stages of life. And that's what I learned. I can love you, as I'm in this phase of my life, like when I was younger, in my 30s. Love is different because you hadn't gone through anything. But then when you get older, you start to experience life and see things differently. So love looks different. Your perception of love is different the older you get. I'll say it. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, you choose to love. You choose to love. Whether it's a good stage of your relationship or a bad stage. I don't want to love you no more because things ain't right. And there's a difference from loving someone and being in love with someone. Mm-hmm. There's a difference.
Yeah, I think I've loved, but I don't think I've ever been in love.
There's a difference.
I've loved people, but I haven't been in love.
I love you because of who you are, and I have respect for you.
I revere you. Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm in love with you because I'm connected to you spiritually, emotionally. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So there's a difference. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. And I learned that as I got older, just analyzing my relationships, that I really love this person, or was I really just with this person because of what they could do for me and what they had to offer me? So you just look at things different.
You do a lot of self-reflection.
You do a lot of self-reflection. So at this stage of my life, the love thing is just not a big, as far as being in a relationship, it's not at the top of my list that I got to be in love with somebody to have a companion. I don't have to be in love with my companion to be with him. I just want to like them and be able to tolerate them, and the same. I just want my companion to like me and be able to tolerate me. Now, if love comes, it comes. If we grow to love each other, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. So, but that's the thing on love for me. Now, alpha males.
It was a deep tangent we went on.
But I hope it helps somebody.
It's going to help somebody. It's going to bless somebody.
I hope it bless somebody.
It's going to bless them.
Now, alpha males.
Okay.
Now, I want y'all to understand about these alpha males. Now, alpha males, their love, they show the way they like you different.
Different from who? Because we remember earlier when we first started the video, we reviewed what an alpha male was, the characteristics of an alpha male, a sigma male, a beta male, a gamma male, omega male.
Well, I don't know nothing about all of those.
You just know about the alpha. Okay, go ahead and talk. I'm going to let you talk on that. Go ahead.
Now, the alpha male,
from your understanding.
From my understanding, from my experience, from dating the alpha male that I'm dating now, the way that they express the way they like you is by feeling like they're providing for you or doing something for you. It's like, for instance, my alpha male, if I say, babe, I want to go out to eat. I want to, I want to go out. Let's go out to dinner or whatever. And he'll say, and I'll say, I got you. I'll take care of it. And he'll say, cool, all right, you pay for it. I got you. But we'll get to dinner. And he'll say, no, you're not paying for this. It's not my birthday. I'm going to pay for this. So he feels that's his way of showing that he's in control and he likes me and he wants to do something for me.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. In addition to it being attributed to, you believe, his personality type, you believe you would consider him or classify him as an alpha male. Do you also think because he is a Gen Xer and he kind of comes from that generation where it was
Samantha.
The expectation to be that provider?
Yes, because he'll say that my dad did this, my
60.
dad, and he's from the South.
He's from the South. So that could play a role in it too.
Did you just tell my man? And he's
allegedly.
Don't say nothing about my man.
If you wouldn't have said nothing, they wouldn't have known. You told on yourself. Allegedly. Who cares?
But he's older. That's true. He's older. He's from the South. He was raised in a very, Southern family with Southern values, Baptist values. Where his dad was the provider and, his mom worked. His mom was a school teacher. But, it's just certain things that, he thinks that men should do and women should do. He has in his mind, this is what men do and this is what women do.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. At times, is that frustrating to you?
It actually is not.
Okay.
Actually, it's not, because
those strict gender roles.
That's it. I knew you was going to help your mama out with the right term. Strict gender roles. He's not the kind that's not going to be into the gender roles. And I know that just by listening to him, because it'll be a year and a month that I've known him. Just by listening to him, it's going to be definitely strict gender roles in our relationship. Because he has a mindset that men do this, women do this. Like for a long time, he was saying, well, when you going to cook for me? And then I was like, well, when you going to change my tire? And, when you going to change the oil in my car?
Not the gender role war.
He was like, well, when you going to cook me a meal? I like this, I like that. I said, I like my car taken to the car wash too. When you going to do that for me?
But wouldn't that be considered you talking back?
Yeah.
You are talking back. Now, they done told y'all that women, y'all talk back. That's what's wrong with y'all.
And
women.
I do that.
Y'all
I do that
talk
with
back
him.
Too much.
And he checks me about that. He checks me about talking back, but he know I'm gonna give him some pushback.
That be cracking me up. Talking
he know
back.
it's coming.
That be sending me when they say that. Girl.
My man know I'm gonna give him some pushback because this mouth. So
that mouth, Tamar. That mouth.
He know it's coming, but he'll say things like that. I want you to cook me a meal and. Things like that, so he does have in his mind strict gender roles and things that men are supposed to do. Now, as far as being a provider, he's right on point with that. As far as providing, he's definitely on point with that. But
is he?
But he also wants a helpmate.
Okay, explain that helpmate. That's like biblical Gen X, baby boomer type.
So,
because I don't think us millennials and Gen Zers
are
talking about
just
helpmates.
Say this.
That. What do you
no,
mean by
because y'all talking about 50-50.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about 50-50. We talking about just putting
And
some
who's high value and soft girl era and
right. Y'all talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about paying a $30 gas bill.
okay.
That's what when I say helpmate. Maybe a $35 gas bill.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't no paying no mortgage and no car insurance. I'm talking about a $35 gas bill, maybe $150 Georgia Power bill.
Okay.
That's a helpmate. I'm helping him. I'm not going 50-50. I'm helping him. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've talked about this. We've talked about, as far as, as when we get married and things of that nature, what the financial thing would be. And also going to marriage counseling.
Which is good because, that's like one of the number one reasons why people divorce, finances.
Right.
So I think it's imperative to talk to your significant other about finances, especially if you're going to get married. It's important.
Right. So we've talked about that as well. But I'm definitely attracted to an alpha male. I don't want a man that I have to sit down and make all the decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a man that's gonna come to me, babe. What we gonna do? How we gonna do it? I don't want a man that I have to, find us a place to stay. Where we gonna live at, babe? Did you fill that paperwork out? Did you call them people and check and see what they say? Well, when we gonna move, babe? Well, how we gonna get the money? How we gonna do this? And I don't want a man. I want a man to say, babe, I call the people. I paid the deposit. We close on this day. I need for you to do so and so and so and so. Babe, I already took care of that. You ain't, like when we went on our little bay trip, he was like, babe, don't worry about that. I already took care of that. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm coming to pick you up at so-and-so time. You just be ready. You ain't got to worry about all that.
You like to take charge.
Right. He told me, he said, and don't ask me no more. I said, okay.
All right. You know what I really love? I love when a man says, hey, I made dinner reservations for this time.
Yep.
That just warms my heart. Like, hey, I made dinner reservations for us at this time.
Yeah.
I don't
want no man when he calling me and I'm at work.
Hey, I got the tickets for this. We'll, the event will start at this time. Here's our seats.
Right. I don't want to have to worry about calling people and making no reservations and trying to figure this out. I want my man to take charge, take the lead. And all I want to do is rest in my femininity and be cute and show up. That's all I want to
do. Okay.
That's all I want to do. And then when I need to put up, I can put up.
No talking back.
No talking back.
Watch your mouth.
Watch my mouth.
I
do. I be like,
must comply.
You know what, honey? You are so right. You know what? You're right. Is there anything I can do?
And what do he do? He be like, bitch, stop it. Or he be like, he really believe it.
He believe it.
All
he
right.
Believe it.
We got Angela Bassett over here, y'all.
He be like, babe, what can
Academy
I do for
Award winner.
He believe it. But I learned. See, you have to learn. When you know what you're dealing with, you have to act accordingly.
That's true.
And I'm just going to say that. When you know what you're dealing with, act accordingly. And I had to learn that. I learned that. That's a skill set. That I learned in relationships. When you know what you're dealing with, you act accordingly. Now, if I didn't want to, if I didn't see the end benefits for me, then I wouldn't do it.
I mean, that's pretty much how most people work when they do stuff. A lot of times when we do stuff, we do it because we hope to get a desired reaction or result.
That's human nature.
That's human nature, yeah.
Yeah.
That's human nature. It's just like when someone is courting you or sending you flowers or sending you good morning messages, they're trying to plant that seed so they can reap that harvest, whatever that harvest might be. So yeah, that's human nature across the board.
Right. And so that's why I like alpha males, because I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to worry about any of that. I want to, I don't want to worry about where we're going to stay, how we're going to eat. Now, I want to know about it.
You would want him to at least run it by you.
Right. Right. I want to
Consult.
know about it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
Keep
have
you in
to
the
worry about it or have to plan it or deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think alpha males do. I think alpha males are in charge.
Okay.
And that's why I'm attracted to an alpha male. My man, my man, my man.
All right.
All right.
All right then, folks. So yeah, y'all let us know, what do you think, like, what do you think a alpha male is, or a gamma male, or a beta male? You know, what do you think about those phrases? Because it's been all over social media. So what do you all think about that? And if you're a person who dates men, what is your preference? You know, what type of male personality do you think best suits you? Whether it be alpha, beta, gamma, sigma, delta, omega, because they're different personality types, which I did not know.
Or have you even thought about it?
Have you thought about it? Do you care?
Right. Because I hadn't really thought about it, Samantha. It was just what I
heard on social media.
I heard
like
it.
That word narcissist.
Right.
Most people don't know what that
it.
word means. They just hear it. That
right.
buzzword on
and
social
then I
media.
Thought, I was like, okay, my man is an alpha male. He definitely has the characteristics of an alpha male. And I like it. And I'm kind of surprised myself, because I'm like, I have that pushback in me.
You're a Taurus, a stubborn bull.
I have that pushback in me. So I was like, but I like that. I'm attracted to that. I'm attracted to a man that can take charge. I don't want no man that's going to be asking me, babe, what we need to do. I don't, do it and then run it by me, or, run it by me and say, babe, this what we gonna do.
So if he do, you ain't gonna be complaining like, why you ain't consult with me? You just doing this and not telling me. Because that's what some men will say. They'll be like, oh, you want a man to lead and make the decision, but when we do it, you still complain anyway. You never satisfied.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna already know what that man is gonna do, because I'm gonna already
study him.
Right.
You gonna study him. Okay.
I'm gonna study him. So this man, I pretty much know. We kind of like the same things. Like, for instance, I know he ain't gonna have me living in no hood, because we like the same. We have the same taste. You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
So yeah, we have things in common that we like. So I know that we get together. We're not gonna be staying in no hood. He's not gonna go get no place in the hood. So
okay.
But y'all let us know what y'all think.
Yeah, what do y'all think? Like, do y'all feed into this social media dating? It's so much information, and some of it is like completely inaccurate when it comes to dating and relationships. It's just like sensory overload. Yeah. Like, sometimes I feel like you have to like just unplug from social media, because there's so many people with so many different opinions, so many different thoughts trying to tell you how you should approach relationships, how you should approach human interactions and romantic relationships, and how your person should act and how you should act. And I just think sometimes it's just overwhelming. Sometimes it's just better to just unplug from social media and just trust your intuition, trust your common sense, because it can be really heavy, soaking up all this rhetoric that is constantly being thrown at us on social media. So it's kind of like exhausting at times. But
it is.
That's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, all right, y'all. So again, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That really helps boost up our engagement and boost us up in the algorithm. Please share and let us know what you think down in the comment section. What do you think an alpha male is? Have you ever dated an alpha male? Are you an alpha male, or are you a sigma male, a beta male, a gamma male? Or do you think all of this is just crazy, silly, foo-foo stuff, and why are we talking about minute things that aren't really going to help us in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. All right, y'all. So on that note, I'm Sammy Nicole. This is my beautiful mother, Fifi. We are the Sammy Nicole and Fifi Show. And until next time, bye.
Bye.